Hello everyone, and this is SeReNiiTYzZ here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. And this time today, guys, another solo gameplay with the Ace skin that you get from the starter pack. And this skin is fantastic. I think the starter pack skins have been very, very good. Wingman was another favourite of mine. The first one, not so much so, because it looks like a teenage Master Chief. I can't even remember what it's called. But Wingman and the Ace, I think, are top quality skins, and you know, $3.99 to get that skin that, you know, probably people, if they saw it in the store, would pay 2,000 for it, and to also get V-Bucks. It's a great skin, and I think it reminds me a little bit of Jack of Blades from the Fable series, and you know, it's one of my favourite you know, sort of villains from a video game. So for me, to walk around as a sort of replica is you know, fantastic. But yeah, definitely has a Jack of Blades type thing to it. But yeah, really excited about this skin. I was really happy to play with it, and got a solid performance today in solo, like what I have done with all the other new skins that I've got in Season 5. So very excited to deliver this and deliver a really good gameplay. So again, guys, the trusty factory area. Just always seem to come here in solo and do well, but I think when I do get Ragnarok and, you know, hopefully get it fully upgraded, I do think I will start with Tilted and try for a ridiculous game in the future. That's sort of my aim, to get this ridiculous game for the channel, and that's sort of my ambition, to do that. To sort of start from Tilted and win very handsomely, and that's sort of like my goal. But yeah, definitely looking to do that in the future. But for now, let's just enjoy this really awesome gameplay from the Ace right here, and a really solid game that it was, and really nice plays throughout, to be honest. And yeah, just really good plays to, you know, start off with. I mean, getting a purple grenade launch from one of the first opening chests is always a good sign. But but at this point here, guys, just looking to claim everything, just making sure to get material very quickly. I always tend to like try to get my shields on first before I start mining, just to make sure that I'm, you know, a bit more resilient to incoming shots. And but really nice to find, you know, some really good loot that I had in this gameplay actually at the beginning. As you're going to see more, there's something else that I'm surely going to get that's going to be of very big interest to me, and we're going to see that in a minute. But at this point here, just finishing off the materials, turn round, look at the bridge, a gold scar right there and then. I mean, a gold scar and a purple grenade launcher. I don't think you could actually have better loot, to be honest, for the start of a game. The only thing that I need now is a shotty, but yeah, very key to have that. And at this point, I hear a player underneath me making metallic sounds, so I thought for a minute he might be up here with me, because it's a metallic sort of boardwalk, so I thought he might be up with me, but I can't see him. And at this point here, realise he's in the container underneath, and eventually finish him off. And as you can see from the way that guy was sort of playing, it was obviously a bit of a new player. Curiously, I didn't see him land near here, so I'm not sure where he went during that time. But take him out there for the first kill. It's a nice bit of play, and just look to continue on with the rest of the game. So at this point here, the chest in the truck, and look to get that as well. But you know, really great weapons to start with. I was really pleased to have the purple grenade launcher and the gold scar. I mean, I really can't ask for more than that. But yeah, definitely want to get my hands on a shotty. I suppose a hand cannon will have to suffice. You know, at close range I'm not too bad with it, so that'll have to do for the moment. But yeah, just looking to go over to my temple here, guys. This tends to be the route that I do. I tend to sort of come by this way, either to top up shields or to you know, get some wood, or, you know, just finish off the loot that I would have had in the factory. So that tends to be the sort of route I will take. And obviously there's quite a few rifts around here as well, so if players leave those, it's a good opportunity to get into the heart of the action as well. It's why I like sort of coming here. And you know, really good loot this gameplay, like the route I've been taking. You know, a lot of minis now as well. A lot of good things going forward, you know, and as you can see, I got the white tactical here, which at this point, you know, it's just better to have a shotty than to not have one. I feel more comfortable. I mean, obviously the white tactical is one of the lesser shotties in the game, but as you can see, I just upgraded, in my opinion, here to the blue pump to make it a bit more fortified. And at this point here, got solid weaponry, and you know, in this, you know, with some smoke grenades, I think it's very strong. weapons right now to easily take someone out and get more loot, so I feel very comfortable with the ace right now in this gameplay to ace the first next fight that we have, you know, hopefully very soon, to get some more loot. But as you can see here, guys, just grabbing the necessaries, get more of the stink bombs, why not, because they're very, very good. Really do like the stink bombs actually, because, you know, the fact that they attack health, I think it's a solid you know, thing to have in the game. And you know, it was a clever idea from Epic actually, because like I said before, you know, health can sometimes be harder to replace than shields, and when it attacks a player's health, you know, regardless of their shield, if they're low health, they will be taken out from it. So yeah, I actually really like the stink grenades. I think they're useful in the fight, and sometimes if it's not really going your way or someone's trying to build on you, you can just use one of those as a sort of you know, precursor to make the other player irritated or annoyed, and you know, it might give you another angle to attack them. So I definitely do rate the gas. But at this point here, guys, I'm just looking for people to shoot at this point. I'm kind of reasoning to myself, you know, great weapons, but I really need someone to shoot. So I'm trying to sort of find someone that I can, and soon over after walking in this area up on the hill, I noticed two guys fighting. So I see this as a golden opportunity to get a few kills out of this, and you know, hopefully really good loot. So, you know, and at this point in the game as well, because a bit of time has passed, you know, hopefully both of these players have got some handsome loot, so that's the idea right here. And at this point here, just getting a bit of a height on this guy and a structure in case he turns round. And he was very weak, obviously, this guy in the fight, to the other player that he's fighting, so I take him out of these there, only took one shot. And this is his rival that he was fighting earlier, who decides to come up after hearing him being taken out. And at this point here, I just use the gas just to surround the loot, because I don't want the guy to get it. And as you can hear on the final bit of gas there, I did a bit of damage to him. And at this point here, just being careful to see where he would have went. So at this point here, blow up his little walkway, and he decides to back off for a moment, which I'm really happy with, because now I've got the hill. And at this point here, trying to end the battle quickly with the grenade launcher just to finish him off. Unfortunately, he backs up a little bit, and I'm a little bit careless here when I jump off the hill and take quite a bit of damage, full damage. A little bit sloppy from me there. It wasn't perhaps necessary to just waste all the grenade launcher onto this guy, because it didn't really work out for me, and eventually he comes near me. It's a Ragnarok trying to get the better of me in a shotty fight, and I did really well in that situation, to be honest. But a little bit sloppy with the grenade launcher. I was a little bit wasteful there, sometimes using it a bit too much. And yeah, just a bit wasteful, to be honest. But as soon as I've won that fight, I've got another player looking to jump in on me, and wasn't expecting it. And at this point here, I go into build mode crouched, and that kind of makes me mess up for a bit, because I rotate my stairs and, you know, have it in an awkward position. So at this point, quickly sort myself out with builds. I really like how I did that under the pressure while I'm getting chased. And it's a Ravage skin, another player looking to ravage what Jack of Blade Entities has, SeReNiiTYzZ with the ace skin right here, looking to take what I've got, but no Ravage. You're going to have to sit down, I'm sorry. And really nice play to get the better of Ravage there, because Ravage was just looking to take what I got, you know, just looking to come in there and just, you know, swipe everything that I was doing good. And you know, after killing two people, she was just looking to loot my my gold scar and, you know, my purple grenade launcher and all the stuff that I had. So, you know, I won't allow that, and I'll just take her out as well. So really, really good play, and nice to have a fight, you know, with so many players in close proximity. And we have a fourth, and we have another one coming over now. So this is the kind of, you know, moments in a Fortnite game that I find very enjoyable, especially if I come out on top. But yeah, really, you know, great to have so many battles in a short span of time. I was looking for people to fight, and, you know, obviously I'm happy that I've got more players to fight now, and this guy builds a very big tower. It's not that well built, actually. After my grenade launchers have hit it, the guy chooses to stay in there. Fatal error from him, because now it can easily get some full damage onto him. I get about 44 damage onto him with health there, so he's pretty weak now. I decided at this moment I'm going to aggress, and a little bit slow here with the building as he's shooting. Should have been continuing after he stopped firing, and he's able to build over me just for a second, but because he's very weak and doesn't really secure his rank, he falls again, taking more health damage. And at this point, this guy is very, very weak, and I'm realising that. Nearly choke a few shots there, but find the final one that matters and take him out. and get his stuff, so I was really pleased with that. But you know, such a satisfying fight for me, getting the better of 4 players in this little area. I love fights like this and Fortnite Battle Royale. Just love, you know, confrontations like this, because it's the sort of thing that we'd see from you know, Sensei, SeReNiiTYzZ, Mancharo, Matt, definitely in his highlights clip, to, you know, sort of start off with a couple of people and then more come and kill them as well. I think that would have impressed, so I hope you enjoyed that, Matt and everyone else. But yeah, definitely the kind of battle that yeah, Matt would definitely appreciate. But yeah, it was a really good one to actually, you know, have 4 people in a close proximity there, and to kill all 4 of them was a really nice bit of play, and shows that the ace definitely delivered the ace card right there. Now at this point in the game, I have so much regret here, because there was 2 crates to the other side of the crater as you come in here, where the meteorite did strike Dusty Depot, and I'm gutted that the crates were there, because I really wanted to have a look at them. And I feel like the game's teasing me even more here when I find a medkit and bandages, because at this point the storm is a little bit damaging, but I could have had a look at it. And I kind of wanted to have a look at it, to be honest, because usually a crate will definitely drop a shield pot or a chug or something like that, and that would have sorted out my shield situation. Plus I don't have a lot of equipment at this point in the gameplay, and obviously, you know, a crate will drop those things as well as a gold weapon. So yeah, I was pretty devastated, to be honest, that I couldn't go and check them out, because I think at this point in the game I could have done with some extra loot. So I thought at this point, as I was collecting mushrooms in the wood, I was thinking to myself, I have to let it go now, because I chose to sort of move along. But I did think to myself, I hope that doesn't come back to bite me at the time of this video. And I think that was just something that was playing in my mind during this solo gameplay, the fact, you know, it was a missed opportunity. And at this moment here, I'm roaming through the woods looking for people, and eventually spot this guy just coming out of the crater just within view here, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be my next target. So at this point I'm being careful, because he's just left the crater, and I start to go crouch here, because just so I'm making a bit less sound. I don't want him to hear me coming out of the crater, and you know, if he's at the top of it, he's going to have an easy time. So that's why I'm just making a bit less noise here as I'm moving up, looking to get this guy unawares, and you know, hopefully take his loot, and lose sight of him for a sec, but eventually find him again. He's just moving from left to right, and at this moment here, I think he's using the Enforcer skin. I have noticed, I don't know if it's something on the game recently, but players who use the Enforcer skin, I noticed that they sometimes lag in an unusual way. Like, he lagged across my screen for a brief moment there. I'm not sure why that happened, but you know, luckily I did take him out and got his stuff anyway. But it was unusual. That's happened to me another occasion on another game that I have played, with the guy using an Enforcer skin. And at this point here, a bit of a dilemma of what I want to take, because I don't have much ammo for my grenade launcher. And at this point here, because all this loot is in roughly the next zone, I decide to use the grenade launcher on a player and then go back for this shield pot, because I can't really leave that behind. It's a golden thing to have with you at this moment in the game. So right here, just looking to use the grenade launcher, I can hear shots coming from this tower, and just decide to put some pressure on this guy. You never know, it might end up killing him if he's weak enough. And just feel like, you know, I'm doing more to try and, you know, aggress more and get more into the game by trying to take people out. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything, so I decide to go back and collect my shield pots to take with me for the rest of the game. So as you can see here, guys, just collecting the shield pot that I dropped to get the grenade launcher. And at this point here, the storm is starting to come in slowly now. I'm on the thin part of the storm, so I do have time to perhaps go back there one more time, but my loot will be in the storm when it has finished. And at this point here, I can hear sniping from this sort of south side, so I decide to go and check it out, and can hear sniping above this hill. So when I see this base, I think that the player is in it, so I'm carefully crouching, trying to not make much noise. Now if you look very carefully on the stairwell, I didn't notice it at the time of the gameplay, but the character is a John Wick with some sort of ravage wings, I think. And I just didn't notice him past the stairwell for a minute. I don't know why I didn't, but then as I moved closer to the ramp, I started to see him on the edge of this little cliff, and so yeah, decided to start shooting him, and eventually he's just still building up, and at this point here, try to land some shots on him as he's going around the tree. And just being careful here as well, and at this point here, really clutch headshot there, which makes the difference, and this is where I decide to aggress him. Because of the tree, I decide to stop building a little bit, and eventually finish him off with a nice pump shot to finish that off. And really nice player to kill, because he actually has a launch pad as well on this enemy structure that he built around this tower. So, you know, it's very good in the sense that, you know, I can use that, and also found a launch pad on him as well. So I've got one that I can use to get more into the zone, and also a spare, which is going to be very helpful for me later on to make plays. And at this point here, I was going back for my grenade launcher. Now, the only thing I didn't like from the time this game played is obviously I discovered I had some rocket ammo, but I should have looked how much it was, because for two shots, it's really not worth it. So that's one bad play that I didn't really like in the gameplay, and you know, just waste a bit of time here where I could have been, you know, more active on trying to kill players to increase my kill count for, you know, a higher kill game. So it was a little bit of a waste of time here, and I do regret that decision. I do have the capability to heal because there's a med kit back at this tower, but obviously I'll use one of my pots now to get 100 shield, but it was a little bit of you know, waste of time, to be honest. Could have been aggressive players, because I had a very good inventory anyway, and like I said, I could have just checked how much rocket ammo I just received. So it was a little bit silly for me to go back in the storm for that when it wasn't really worth it, and I do regret doing that. And did a similar thing with Tamarhead King when I played as him. I, you know, went back into the storm to get the guy's loot, and it was beyond reach. So yeah, wasted a bit of time there, but luckily, because I have a few things, it doesn't matter, nothing was really lost. So I just reset with the inventory that I did have, but did waste a bit of time there. And at this moment here, the storm's starting to come in, so I know that I have this launch pad, so I take my time to get in. As you can see, there's a lot of structures towards that west side. It looks like a bit of chaos, to be honest, has happened there. And also the first time we're going to see the cube in one of my gameplays. Obviously the cube being a focal point at the moment about what it's doing and the status of it, but that's the first time that we've seen it in one of my gameplays in my solo royale right here. So it's yeah, it's interesting to see. I don't know what that will mean for Fortnite, or if it's something to do with season 6. I have no idea. But that is the cube right there. I dare not go near it because I've seen people take damage, and you know, people have shot it and it's come through and killed someone, so I think I'll just let it be. And luckily for me, I think the cube is going to be out of the safe zone, so no need to get involved with that. And at this point here, just getting shot from the sort of just north, not north, but sort of west of my position right now. And I decided to sort of abandon my tower for a minute because I didn't like how that guy was shooting at the bottom of the stairwell. It's like an easier time for him to hit me there. And this player aggressing me here is quite aggressive, you know, really trying to put the pressure on me with my little stronghold. And at this moment here, I noticed this 4-player count, and see a couple of players exchange hands there, and I try to finish off the winner, who seemed to get the better of that guy in that fight that he just had. But unfortunately for me, couldn't finish him off, and he's able to get that metal wall up, and my shots were a little bit sloppy there. And I've got this very aggressive player, who I will tell you now, guys, if you've been watching the kill feed, is Text Suo, who was probably my main competitor in this gameplay. He was on high kill, a decent, you know, kill game like me. And he was also, you know, quite probably one of the better players in this game, if not the best player other than myself at this point. So at this point here, I was sort of bearing that in mind, and I realised that Texto was the one that was shooting me from my west of my previous stronghold there, because it came up in the feed that he shotgunned someone else, and I could see that was the battle that happened to my west. And at this point, he seizes my old tower, which is fine by me. You know, if I had any traps, it would have been perhaps a good idea to put down, because he wouldn't have been able to do that so easily. But at this point, I'm not as bothered as much because I am in the zone. Now, it is 3 players, so obviously I know where one of them is, the skilled Texto, who's going to come towards me in a minute. It's obvious because my old tower is not going to be in. But as he's doing this, you can see he's still keeping up the pressure on me. But as he approaches, that's the time where I intend to strike and get some shots onto him to make him, hopefully take him out, but also to put the pressure on. So as you can see, he's starting to make the approach here. Now, I do have to be careful as I'm doing this, because obviously I want to get him for as much damage as I can, but I've also got the other player to worry about. And at the moment, I'm at an open tower, and you know, I'm not covered at all. And it's at this point that I realised that I'm between them all, because I hear a shot from behind me, and as you can see the guy's in a brick tower, so he has an easier time of sniping me. So now I know where both player positions are, which I think is really key when you're playing 3 players left in Fortnite Battle Royale solos. So at this point I decided to go for the crouch up on him and just try and surprise him, and luckily for me that play really pays off, because I get him with his hands down a little bit there, get him with the flank, and then take him out, and that's the more skillful player taken out of the game. And this guy that's left, obviously I'm not saying that this player is no good, but wasn't as confident and didn't really want to push at any point. As you can see, he's starting to build something now of metal, but during that he wasn't really that aggressive on me at this point in the game. And at this point here, I'm not too far away from the new zone, so I'm just making sure that I get in that. Here, nearly mess up a build and managed to make it. So I'm really pleased at this point, because I've got the better position in terms of moving into the zone. This guy's still. And I think the fatal error that this player made was that he didn't look at where the storm's going to exactly. I think he got a bit carried away with trying to shoot me. And at this point here, you can see now he's not going to be able to get in, because as you can see, it's the last desperate hope to build some ramps above. But there's no way that he's getting past the ace and getting back into the storm after that. So zone positioning is very important at the end of a Fortnite Royale game, and really that's what won it for me there, because I was able to get that position and put that guy under pressure, and as you saw, he got carried away and then just couldn't get in, and the ace ends up winning that one, guys, the ace SeReNiiTYzZ. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It's a really nice one again, some really great battles in the middle way through the game, but I think something that I've definitely taken from this, and something that I'm going to try to apply to my next videos of me trying to go for more higher kills, when I'm at the end, sod it if we have 8 kills and there's 8 players left, I should get more involved, and that's definitely something that I'll look at next time, rather than just wasting time fussing over weapons. I do that too much sometimes in Fortnite Battle Royale, and that's something I'm going to look at when I go for the higher double-digit games. But really hope you guys enjoyed this. This was SeReNiiTYzZ, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.